Hello, my name is Ben and I'm a puppeteer. I'm also part of Autin Dance Theatre's creative team working on their new outdoor production called Out of the Deep Blue. This will feature a dancer and a large-scale sea giant puppet operated by 5 puppeteers. Now, this video is part of a web series of 5 short films dealing with the themes of climate change and other environmental issues. And so because of that, we're going to be using a lot of recyclable materials and things you'll be able to find around the house. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a marionette octopus puppet. Now, marionettes are puppets that are operated with string from these handles. This design was from a brilliant friend of mine called Emily Cooper, who's a puppeteer as well. So first things first, I'll show you what bits you'll need, and then I'll show you how to make it.
So to make your puppet, you will need a clean 2-pint milk bottle, 15 yoghurt pots, a loo roll tube, two milk bottle tops, some thin card like a cereal box, a sharp pencil, a lump of Bluetack or Plasticine, a ruler, and scissors, sticky tape and string. First, take your milk bottle and you're going to cut it in half. Around halfway down from the top. Use a pen to mark a line to guide you. Then, with your sharp pencil, poke a hole into the bottle. Then use this hole to get your scissors in and to start cutting round. Then take a ball of Bluetack or a piece of Plasticine and put that inside the bottom half of the bottle, and then poke a hole through the back, using the Bluetack to stop your fingers from getting hurt. Do the same with the top of the bottle, piercing 4 holes equally spaced around the rim. Make sure you push the pencil really far in and get a good size hole. Next, mark 3 dots along the side of the top part of the bottle, equally spaced, about 3 centimeters apart, and the same on the other side. Then, with your Bluetack and pencil, pierce these holes as well. Next, take 2 lengths of string, one 60 cm and one 50 cm, and at the end of each, wrap a piece of tape, about 3 cm long. This will help with threading the string through the holes. At the end of them both, tie a double knot, or maybe 3 knots, to make sure that the string doesn't pull through the hole. Then from inside the bottle, thread the string through the hole. Repeat this with the other piece of string, tying a couple of knots at one end, and then threading it through the hole nearest the handle. Set the bottom half aside, we'll come back to that later. Next, take your toilet roll tube and flatten it. And then pass this underneath the handle of the bottle. Feed it through till it's equally through the middle, and then open up the ends. This will be where the eyes of the octopus are. Next, take a piece of thin cardboard, this is a cereal box, and with something round, like a stick of glue, draw 2 circles. And then cut them out. These are the eyes, and with a marker pen, draw 2 pupils. Next, take 2 milk bottle tops, and with a strip of tape, fold it back on itself to make a double-sided sticky loop. Stick this to the back of one of the eyes, then stick this inside the bottle top. Repeat this with the other eye. Next, take 2 5 cm long strips of tape and roll them lengthways into a double-sided loop, and stick them either side of the bottle top, and then stick them inside either end of the toilet roll tube. Press down firmly so they stay in place. Next, we'll make the tentacles. Now, of course, an octopus has got 8 tentacles, but because of how this puppet is operated, we're going to make 5. I've got 5 medium-sized pots and 10 small pots, but you could use 15 of the same size. Divide your pots into 5 threes. Each tentacle will have 3 pots. Take your Bluetack and a sharp pencil. Then, starting with the pot that will be the tip of your tentacle, take the Bluetack and hold it inside and pierce a hole through one side at the top. Then, holding the Bluetack on the outside of the pot, pierce a hole from the inside out, opposite the previous hole. So we have one hole going in and one going out on the other side. Then take the second pot, put the Bluetack inside at the bottom, pierce a hole on one side of the bottom of the pot. Then place the pot on top of the Bluetack and pierce a hole through the bottom of the pot on the opposite side from the previous hole. Then repeat what you did with the first pot, piercing a hole above the first hole, going in, and a hole going out opposite. Then with the top pot, place the Bluetack inside at the bottom, pierce a hole on one side of the bottom, and then with the pot on top of the Bluetack, pierce a hole through the bottom opposite that first hole. Next, take a good length of string and at one end wrap a 4 cm piece of tape to help with threading. Then with the first pot, thread the string through the hole that's going into the pot and pull the string all the way through, leaving 1 or 2 cm length outside, and then with a piece of tape secure that in place. And take your second pot and thread the string through the bottom hole and then out through the hole in the flat bottom. Pull that through and then thread it out through the hole going out of the first pot. Now you don't want to pull the string too tight, otherwise there'll be no movement, or too loose and the tentacle will flop around. So make sure there's a little bit of space to move. And then with a piece of tape, secure that in place. And cut the string. This is the first joint of the first tentacle. Repeat the process again, going in through the top, tape down the end, thread through the third pot, through the side, and then out through the bottom. And finally, back out through the final hole. Check that there's enough movement, but not too much. And stick that down with tape. And cut the string. So there's your first tentacle. So it hangs down like this and has good movement. 1 down, 4 to go. So now we have 5 tentacles. Space them out and set one aside. With the other 4, we're going to pierce some more holes. Your tentacle hangs down in a certain way. This is the top side, and here pierce 2 holes about 2 centimeters apart. Repeat that with 3 more tentacles. the fifth tentacle, pierce 4 holes equally around the top. We're now going to thread the tentacles onto the head. So thread the string through one of the holes you've made and secure the end with a piece of tape. Now thread the string through the furthest hole on one side of the head. Pull it through and then thread it back through the second hole. And then finally the second hole in the yoghurt pot. Pull that tight so that the yoghurt pot is against the side of the head, but there's still movement. Then stick the string down with some tape and cut the string. Thread the string through the final hole in the side and then back out through the side hole in the bottleneck. Repeat for the 2 on the other side. To attach the fifth tentacle, you'll need to make holes on the tentacles either side, just one at the top on either one. And then with your string, thread it through the top hole of the first tentacle, and then through one of the side holes in your fifth tentacle, straight through and out the other side, and thread that with the tentacle on the other side. Secure it and cut the string. You'll see it hangs quite loosely, so we need to attach it from the top to the bottom. Take the string and thread it through the top hole of your fifth tentacle. Pull it all the way through and secure the end with a piece of tape. And then thread the string through the bottom hole of the fifth tentacle and then through into the final hole in the bottleneck, going inside the bottle, and pull that tight so the fifth tentacle hangs in the same ways as the others do. Then with a piece of tape, secure the string to the inside of the bottle. And then cut the string. Bring back the other part of the body, and with a pair of scissors, cut a 3 cm slit in the top of the head. This will help fit the two parts together. Now make sure the head goes inside the body. Squeeze where you've just cut and push it inside. Then angle the back part of the body and with a large piece of tape, secure that in place across the top. And across the bottom as well. Now your puppet is finished. It's now time to make the control handles. Take a cereal box and open it up. We're going to need the two large areas so we can cut away the sides and the small panels. With a ruler, measure out 4 equal panels on each piece of card and divide these with lines. Set one of these aside, and on one piece, mark a point about 3 cm from one end and 3 cm from the other along the centre line. Next, with a pair of scissors closed, carefully score along each line. You might want to ask an adult to do this. Once you've scored all 3 lines, take your Bluetack and pencil and pierce a hole through both of those marks. Next, carefully fold along your scored lines folding the cardboard into a triangular prism. Set this aside, and with your other sheet, mark 5 equally spaced points. Along the centre line. Score along the lines on this sheet, and then with a pencil, pierce 5 holes. Next, take 5 50 cm pieces of string, each with tape wrapped around the ends. And thread this down through one hole and secure on the underside with some tape. Repeat this with the other 4 strings. Now fold this card into your triangular prism, and with a long piece of tape, secure that shut.
The octopus is nearly finished. You just need to attach these handles. So the one that you haven't yet formed together, the string attached to the back of the puppet, put that through one hole and then secure that with a piece of tape. And then take the other one, the other hole, and secure that. Now just make sure these are nice and creased, and again make it into triangle shape, and then with a large piece of tape secure that. Now this one is slightly longer than this one, so that the octopus hangs at the side angle, so you really get to see that this part of the head is higher. Now we need to attach our handle to the tentacles here. Now this bit can get quite fiddly, so don't rush it. So here we have your handle with 5 strings attached. Just lay that down, spread out the strings, so not twisted. Get yourself 5 bits of tape ready, and then you're going to attach the ends of the strings, not to the very end of the tentacle, but to around the middle of the tentacle, so that when you pull the string, this bottom bit will still hang, but you still get some nice movement in it. If you did it here, it would just go straight up, that might be a bit weird. So, piece of tape, piece of string, there we go. And then just repeat that for the other strings. So once you've attached the strings to your tentacles, you're ready to have a go at puppeteering your octopus. So this handle here operates the body and the head, and octopuses breathe differently to us, and quite often they just sit very still watching. But you want to give the impression there's a bit of life in there, so just a little bit of movement. And then this handle operates the tentacles. You can imagine how an octopus creeps its way along the seabed. Well, see if you can get a rocking movement here, using your fingers, and see if you can take your octopus for a little walk. And then when an octopus swims, they use their tentacles to propel themselves through the water. So with our octopus, if you were to and maybe it spots some food. So that's how your puppet moves. How it looks is totally up to you. Be as creative as you can with whatever you've got at home. You could use some coloured paper, you could paint it, you could cut out bits of a magazine with coloured bits in it, or you could papier-mâché it. Now for papier-mâché, you need to have some PVA glue, like white wood glue, mixed with a little bit of water with a paintbrush, and then lots of pieces of torn up newspaper, and stick those on all over so it's covered fully. Let it dry overnight, and then the next day you can paint it whatever colours you like. Be as fantastical as you like, or you could be quite true to nature. I'll show you what I've done with mine. So here's my finished version. I've painted mine in this red-orange colour. I've also painted some suckers on the underside, and I've painted the handles blue to look like the water of the ocean. Now once you've decorated your puppet, it's time to give it a name. I'm going to call mine Octavia the octopus. And once you've given it a name, it's time to have a play. Puppetry is really all about playing. There are various things you can think about while you're doing it, such as breath. How does your puppet move to show that it's breathing, to show that it's alive? Focus, what's your puppet looking at? That tells us what it's thinking. And weight, how does your puppet move through the space of its environment? Apart from all that, it's really about using your imagination. And we would love to see what you come up with. It'd be wonderful if you could make a short video of the day in the life of your puppet. Maybe it's chilling on a rock, going for a swim, meeting up with friends. Whatever it is, we'd love to see it. Upload it using the information in the description below. And until then, have fun, be kind, and let's protect the planet together.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hello. My name is Octavia. Octavia the Octopus. Welcome to my little bit of the seabed. It's not quite as nice as it used to be. The view from my rock here was perfect. But now, take a look for yourself.
Oh, this stupid piece of plastic on me. I can't get it off me. No. Oh, was that some food? No. Oh no, that doesn't taste very nice. What's that?
It used to be so beautiful around here. Lots more fish, and you could see the sea so clearly. Oh, what is that? Oh dear. Oh, get off. Oh dear. Oh, plastic everywhere. Oh. Dear. All this plastic comes from up above. It breaks down into lots of tiny pieces of plastic which the fish eat. And then I eat the fish. And you eat the fish. The world must stop using so much plastic. Everyone has to do their bit to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Oh dear.